drilling out the holes in some large washers to make them big enough to take the porch bolts, which will secure the hangers to the beams. So, having now mounted the two hangers on the two main trusses, I'm just checking them to make sure that they're vertical, that they're perpendicular, because these beams, old beams, can be twisted. I'm using my laser level. This is just a little DIY laser level. It didn't cost me very much, but it's proved an invaluable tool in various jobs. And you can probably see here that this one is pretty okay. I mean, it may not be absolutely perfect, but given that the actual bearings themselves are self-adjusting, the ball races inside swivel to compensate for any error. I think that's well within tolerance. That would be my assessment of it anyway. But the other one I think will be a different story, because that beam over there is visibly twisted, so I'm going to check that one in a minute. Yeah, as I thought, this beam is so twisted that the level itself is protesting it not sitting level enough. It's outside the range of the level itself, so that's it back on. It's happy with that, but I'm going to need to shim the level to make sure it reads properly, and then clearly I'm going to need to shim this as well. It's hard to see from this angle, no, you can probably see the lines way off actually. So a bit of shimming coming up. So I don't know if you can see or not from here, but yeah, maybe you can. See the red line from the red vertical line from the level shows that the twist in the beam is throwing the hanger quite far out of vertical. So, having already tried for size, these two little bits of old door hinge seem to bring it pretty much to level if I tap them underneath the shims. So I'm just going to do that now. So that's good. With the bottom of this one shimmed, both hangers are now, in my estimation, as close to dead on vertical as they need to be. So the next stage is to take these bearings out and have a go at fitting them onto the actual shaft itself before I lift the shaft and try to position it. That could be quite a tricky job. We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, well, I've got the bearings on the shaft. That one's nipped up fairly tightly, and this one is still a loose sliding fit. So what I'm going to do is get that shaft up onto the trusses so that it's just sitting on the trusses, and then adjust the positions of the bearings so that they'll fit inside the bearing housings. That's going to be a tricky job, and I'm on my own doing this, so we'll see how we go. Well, that part of the job was surprisingly easy. The shaft is in the hangers, the bearings are all in their housings, and there you can see I'm rotating it by hand, and it's running nice and smooth, and I'm a very happy bunny because I'm one step closer to having a line shaft. Now, again, just like the last time I was working on the bearings, I forgot to bring my C-spanners to France with me. So they still need to be tightened up, and the shaft will need to be levelled. I'll need to check that with a laser level to make sure that it's right, obviously, otherwise pulleys will not run straight and belts will wander and all the rest of it. But the basic thing is up. This is the main line shaft. So great. I'm not going to be here now until next year, so I'm not going to do much more to this today. Just maybe one more thing. I'll confide to you that my main worry now is whether this span is too long. I think I've said that before in one of the other videos. Well, the only thing I can do is suck it and see. If it is, I might just have to make another support pillar and put the third hanger, which I do have a third one, and that somewhere in the middle. But I'm hoping that that doesn't have to happen. So here we are. For demonstration purposes only, a wooden pulley from an old Breton cider place, rolling on a line shaft from the Peck's sock factory in Leicester, England. Well, that's a good place to stop, I think. See you later.